So it seems like a lot of advice about Facebook out there is either about Facebook ads or how to use Facebook ads. But I have a secret. Come closer. You can still use organic strategies to grow your Facebook account, but it takes a little bit more time than with Facebook ads. And that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. Now make sure you stay till the end of the video where you're going to learn how to sign up for my VIP 5-day Facebook challenge. In this challenge, you're going to get a short video prompt telling you what you should be doing for that day on Facebook to grow your account organically. Along with the video, you're going to get a guide or a script to help you put the content together for that day, and it's completely free. And don't worry, I'm not going to sell you anything at the end of this 5-day challenge, but I just want to see you get results on Facebook because I'm sick of seeing everyone out there talking about Facebook ads and how to run Facebook ads when there are still ways to do it organically. Alright, so I have been doing social media management for 8 years, and I've picked up a couple of skills that have helped grow several accounts. Now, they are more time consuming and they do take some time and effort, but at least you're going to get the organic reach, and then once your page takes off, you're going to have a lot of engagement and a lot of people commenting on your stuff, which will make your ads cheaper. Now, first things first. Do you know your ideal customer? Like, know your ideal customer? Like, you need to know your ideal customer. And what that means is you need to know every single little detail about this customer so you can be able to create relevant content for them. Because if it's not relevant to them, they're not going to look at it. And if it's not relevant, Facebook is not even going to show it to your audience. So make sure that you have your ideal customer avatar planned out. Now, I have already talked about this in this video right here, and in it you get an ideal customer avatar worksheet that you can walk through the steps to actually identifying your ideal customer. But basically what I want to point out is the more you know your customer, the more you can create content for them. Post more often. Now, posting more often on its own does not work. You have to know your customer. You have to post relevant content. So when it comes to increasing the frequency of posting, you should aim for a minimum of 2 times a day, and deciding on when to post. Forget all those infographics on Pinterest and forget every single person that tells you you should post at 1 o'clock or you should post at 3 p.m. It doesn't matter. Go into your analytics and check your insights there so that you can know when's the best time to post for your account. And you can do this through your Insights account or your Facebook Creator Studio that will let you see what times and what dates are the best days and times to post. And then once the post is out, you need to share it to your personal page, but only if it's relevant. Please, please, please don't let social media kill the friends you have on Facebook. No one wants to see a full newsfeed full of stuff that you're doing on your Facebook page if it's not relevant to them. So what I do is I put people into certain groups, and then when I want to share a post, I share that post to those specific people. And anyone that is outside of this group will not see the post, because even if they know someone that knows someone, it's not relevant to them, and their mindset on Facebook is, ooh, dog, ooh, cat, ooh, politics, ooh, whatever, right? So you need to see how the person is actually interacting with the Facebook feed and then create the content for that. And I found this method the most effective. Now, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notified for next week's video. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want more details on how you can actually grow your account for Facebook organically, please make sure to join the VIP 5-day Facebook challenge in the comment section below. Remember, you're going to get a short video with a prompt telling you what to do for that day, and you're going to get a guide that helps you through the step-by-step process, because I'm a step-by-step girl and I need you to be able to go through the process one step at a time so you can get the results that you need. Now, after you post it to your personal page, if you have a group, also post it to your Facebook group, which is linked directly to your Facebook business page. So with Facebook groups that are not owned by you, there's 2 strategies that you could be using. The first strategy is sharing the content directly from your page onto the group if it's allowed, and that way it's going to show up as Rania Abouyounes has shared Socialize That's picture or video or whatever, and my entire business page post appears in the group. That way, if someone's interested, the engagement that I'm gonna get is going to go towards my profile, my personal profile, and it's going to give me some points on engagement for my post because it was shared, so more people are seeing it, so I get more exposure and people might come back to my page. The second strategy that I could do with Facebook groups is look for questions relating to the content that I've created. For example, if I want to share my 5-day VIP Facebook challenge, I can go into a group, search the word help with Facebook or Facebook marketing or Facebook in general, and try to find the ideal customer that is struggling with Facebook and tell them, hey, listen, I'm doing this challenge. If you want, join in. Make sure that before you do anything like that, you actually read the rules of the group so that you won't get kicked out of the group. And you can do this with any kind of content. So if you find someone that you feel would benefit from the content that you're creating from your page, what I would do is instead of posting facebook.com/socializethat, which is your page, I would actually direct them to a specific post on my page that will provide them with the highest value. That way it's going to be more relevant to them, and I'll give them a short summary so that they can know what they're clicking into, because a lot of people don't click things they don't know. Check what content or what type of content does well on your page. This is just basically going into your Insights tab and scrolling to the bottom and seeing what is performing best. You could see that you might have certain posts doing better than other posts, but you need to pay attention to only the organic posts, not the ones that were boosted. So for example, if you find out that Facebook videos are doing well with your audience, you can create another Facebook video, you can create a GIF, or you can create a Facebook Live. All these three formats are video formats, and your audience would resonate with that. Now make sure you hit the subscribe and bell icon so you can get notified every time I'm posting a video about digital marketing. I'm posting a video every week so you can be able to learn more and implement at the same time. Also, if you have any questions or you have any more questions about the Facebook challenge, make sure you comment below and I'll be happy to answer. And that's it. I'll see you in next week's video.